Thanks for choosing NetZero USA. In this segment, we're going to cover the basic tools and steps required to retrofit an industrial metal halide fixture with the NetZero LED Retrofit lighting kit. A fairly basic tool set is required to complete this project and should consist of a power driver, pliers, wire crimpers and cutters, and a screwdriver set. Before starting, be sure to turn off power at the breaker. Your NetZero USA retrofit kit comes with complete instructions along with the necessary hardware, including the light head, mounting bracket, LED driver, a nuts and bolts kit, and an optional mounting bracket. Remove the hanging bracket wire housing and clip the black, white, and green wires. Note that the unit may have a non-Edison style electrical connector which can be reused. Unlatch the lens from the reflector housing and set aside for later. Carefully remove the metal halide lamp from the ceramic base. Loosen the screws that secure the ceramic base to the reflector housing. Next, twist the reflector and remove it from the ballast housing. Remove the ceramic lamp base. The screws can be reused to attach the new LED light head bracket. Cut the wires that lead to the ceramic base. It's recommended to cut them one at a time to prevent arcing in the event an electrical charge remains. Remove the screws that hold the two halves of the ballast housing together. Separate the housing to reveal the ballast and capacitor, which will be replaced by the NetZero LED driver. Remove the capacitor. Use caution as it can retain an electrical charge. Next, remove the ballast and set aside for recycling. Place the LED driver into the ballast housing. It's a tight fit, but the diagonal placement is acceptable. As an option, the driver can be mounted externally. There are two sets of leads that must exit the driver housing. One exits the top at the mounting plate to connect to building power, and the other exits the bottom to feed the LED light head via the low voltage connection. Reassemble the housing so that the high voltage lead exits at the top and the low voltage lead exits the bottom. Secure with the screws removed during the teardown. The next step is to make the electrical connections to line voltage. Route the wiring and secure to the mounting bracket with a strain relief collar. Two types of compression connectors are included with your retrofit kit: standard crimp style connectors and compression connectors in which the leads are secured with small screws. A third option is to use Wago style connectors with levers, obtained separately from the kit. When making the connections, the brown wire goes to black, green to green, and white to blue. Tuck the connections into the top of the housing and reinstall the mounting bracket. The unit is now ready to be reattached to the reflector housing. Twist the reflector onto the LED driver housing. Tighten the mounting screws to firmly hold the two components together. There are two options available for mounting the light head to the reflector. The optional bracket can be used to replace the original ceramic base, or the LED unit can be attached directly using the yoke style bracket alone. Using the supplied screws, attach the light head to the mounting bracket, leaving the protective plastic cover in place until mounting is complete. Using your wire connectors, Make the connections between the light head and the driver, red to red, black to black. With the connections completed, plug into power and test the unit. Be sure to remove the plastic cover from the light head. If desired, replace the plastic lens that was removed earlier, although it is not required. Congratulations! Your NetZero USA LED retrofit is now complete. Thanks again for choosing our solution.